Hi everyone! So today I will start installing the electronics inside the Gulfstream, and I'm so excited for that. It's my favorite part. I will start, of course, installing some LEDs. I want to finish all the lighting inside the plane and then mount everything and then move to the nose and install the receivers and all these stuff. So let's get to work. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. So this is the beacon light installed, and it's so bright and looks good. And actually the Gulfstream has two lights on the side of the fuselage, one here and on the other side. I think they are called inspection lights or something. They light the wings. And I have the LEDs, but I'm not sure if I should install them. I mean, they will look cool, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I installed both lights and they look really cool, and just a piece of glass and they're so bright. Alright, this is so cool. Alright, it's finally the time to start installing and assembling the brain of the plane. And this is the board, or the main board, where I will install all the stuff and the batteries. And this is just 4mm balsa covered with fiberglass from the bottom and carbon fiber from the top. Super light, super strong, it's awesome. And these are the bars that I'm going to use. This is the central box 220 from Jetty. It's really awesome, 15 channels. I can connect two satellites, 2.4 GHz, and I can connect a backup satellite or receiver, which is 900 MHz. And of course, this central box powers the servos directly from it, and so that means I don't need any external BEC. I actually got an external BEC from Jetty, but I completely forgot that I don't need it. But we will find a use for it in future projects. And so, like the A350, I will be using two satellites or receivers, 2.4 GHz, and the RSat 900, which is the 900 MHz. That's a backup receiver, which is an amazing thing. And of course, I will be also using my favorite thing, which is the RC switch, where you can turn on and off the whole plane from your radio. And that's the secret behind it, the switch. So cool. And if I still have any extra space, I will also use the GPS sensor. This is the Retract controller from Electron, and this is the LEDs, or the lighting sequencer or controller. And these are the batteries that I'm going to use for the ADFs. These are from Hacker, Top Fuel Power X, 5000 mAh 6S LiPos. They are rated at the 35C. And these batteries are really good. And so each two of these will be powering one EDF, and I will have a total of 12 cells set up, which is perfect. And these two batteries are for the central box, 3000 mAh 2S. They are super light and thin, and I will be powering the central box and the retracts plus the lights from them. I can fly 2 or 3 flights out of these. I almost forgot that I'm also thinking of adding this receiver. They are called the assist, which means there is a gyro built in inside, and I can connect that to the central box and use the gyro output to stabilize the airplane. And I've heard so many good things about these gyros or the assist mode, and I might be able to connect these to the central box plus the other satellites, and so we will see about that. So now I will start installing all the parts on the board and draw all the cuts that I want to cut for the cables and stuff like that, and hope that everything fits. And yeah, let's do it. So I cut the cuts I need for now, and because I want this whole board to be removable, so the idea is I will mount it with screws from both sides. But the problem with that, I already made the first screw in here, and you see the carbon is bent, and that's because of the balsa. It's, if I press, I can squish it, and that's bad. And because the batteries are going to be really heavy in here and making these cuts, and I think this won't last and it's not the perfect choice to use as a balsa, and so I am dumping this, and I made another one. It's inside the vacuum bag. This is just with 3mm plywood, and this time carbon both sides, so I will use this board after I take it out. Alright, so this is the new one, and it looks 1,000 times better than the other one. Stronger and carbon both sides. And so I will also copy and cut the same holes in here, and I made these kind of mounting brackets, whatever, only these two reinforced with carbon. I will glue these inside the fuselage. I mean, you get the picture already, and this will come on top of it, mounted with screws, so I can remove that. And yeah, it's much better like that. And so I glue these now, and then drill the holes and do this. It's so cool. I love the carbon. Alright, it's done. It looks awesome, really strong and secured with 10 screws, 5 on each side. And yeah, so now I'll take it out and install the central box and all the stuff. And I'm still not sure about the batteries. I still have to assemble the whole airplane and make sure that the batteries will go like exactly where. But I have all this area from here up to here to install the batteries. It will be with full Velcro here, and yeah, it looks so cool. So before I install the board, and I needed to make sure that the batteries are on the right spot, and so I thought I assemble it and check the CG. And CG is approximately there, around I would say 6 to 7 centimeters in front of the landing gear. And I put the spray cans in there, and we have a problem. Batteries must go all the way to the front. This means Look at it now. It's almost perfect. I mean, I always like to keep my airplanes to the nose heavy side, you know, it's safer like that. But all these batteries here, and I bought even those two for the central box all the way, and this means I have to install the electronics here maybe. I'm not sure. I have to recalculate the CG and make sure that it's the right spot in there, but that's not good. That's not good. I thought the batteries are there. Oh crap. Alright, so I thought about it and I decided to keep the electronics exactly here because they don't take that much space and I don't have so many things in here, so they will take around, I would say, 7 or 8 centimeters, and so the batteries will go here in the middle. And these batteries from Hacker are really light, and that what there is, that means they will be shifted, they must be shifted all the way to the front, and if I use bigger batteries in the future I can shift them to the back and I still have the CG correct. And the two batteries for the central box will go all the way to the nose. And yeah, I think I'm ready to install the stuff, the electronics and things here, but I still need to connect the current sensor from Jetty. This will be connected directly to the batteries, and this will measure the amp and voltage and the capacity and all these stuff, so I can have a telemetry on my radio telling me how much battery left during the flight, and this is so good. So I installed this and then go ahead and install everything, connect all the wires, and yeah, I'm excited. Wait, first a short message from this video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take their first step in their creative journey. They offer thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. You can basically master any skill, whether it's illustration, design, photography, freelancing, and more. When I started using 3D printing and 3D modeling to make my molds and build my airplanes, I needed to learn Fusion 360, and for that I found the perfect class on Skillshare. It's called Learn Fusion 360 in 30 days and it helped me a lot. I found it really fast and easy, and you can find hundreds of 3D modeling classes only on Skillshare. For a limited time, use the link in the video description to get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, and it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. So huge thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to work. Alright, these are the cables ready, and I still have to install the sensor here, but I'll do it later. It's alright. I just want to see if all the cables do fit through the holes and stuff, and connect them to the central box and see how it goes. Alright, so far so good. Most of the cables are connected, and honestly almost all of them. There is only just this one is short, one of the LEDs. I just need to cut it and make it longer. Also the landing gear, or sorry, the doors for the landing gear. I should make a Y connector for them and connect them to the same plug, because this sequencer, it has three servo outputs for the doors, but only one of them opens and closes when the gear is down. So both servos must be connected on the first plug, and brakes are connected, landing gear, and also the steering comes here, because this sequencer disables the steering when the gear is up, which is a good thing. And the power or the RC switch is under these here, and because I want to keep all that, I was planning to keep it here, but it doesn't matter now. It's just heading here. I have very tiny space. I will change this, make it longer for this cable, and continue plugging stuff. Looking good so far. And so here is the current sensor already inside. The current sensor is connected directly here to channel 15. And now I cut those two pieces of wood. These are the battery mounts or the trays for the central box batteries, for two of them. They go inside the nose like this, one on the right and one on the left. And so now I will glue them with 5 minutes epoxy and then add the Velcro, and so I can install the batteries and then connect all the wires so I can power the airplane. I made the connectors for the batteries. All right. I installed the first receiver in here, and very tight space for it, but it's good. These cables are not badly bent and they look fine, and I kept the antennas outside, just the yellow spot, just in case. I mean, this is fiberglass and this should not block any signal, but I mean, like this it's much better. And yeah, so here it's done. So the two battery trays are done and installed really good with Velcro, and even this Velcro strap. I don't know if I need this because I don't need it. This is strong enough. They look good and strong. And now I still have those two receivers. This is the 2.4 gigahertz and that's the 900 megahertz. They should both go inside the nose. And I think I'm putting too many things inside the nose, but that's the only way. So I need to find space for these. One goes here, and the 900 megahertz maybe will go all the way inside. And also I have got the airspeed indicator, and this should have been installed inside the wing. But I found a good space for it, which is here. I might install that here, and it will be also removable. Maybe I don't need it. We'll see about that. Okay, I am done in here. I installed everything and all the cables are looking nice. Inside I installed the two receivers. First receiver is there and second one is all the way inside. That's the 900 megahertz. And I also installed the airspeed indicator. It doesn't look so bad actually, and I want to use this to tell me like the minimum speed or stall speed, alarms and stuff like that. And that's the controller for the airspeed indicator in there, and those two pipes are going directly there, heading under the windows. Everything is looking so clean and nice. And these are the two straps for the batteries. I also have these humongous velcros. I will install these at the end, because I will recheck the CG after installing all these. Maybe there's some difference now, and so I'm not sure if I install them here or here. I'm still hoping that I can shift the batteries more to the back, and yeah, it's so awesome. Now I have three receivers in this airplane, one inside the tail and the other two are on the nose, and of course I will do a range test before I fly it. Alright, I think this video is long enough, and I don't actually believe that I installed everything and everything is ready to be turned on. And I there is a GPS sensor. I did not install it because I have the actual airspeed indicator, and I think this also can measure the speed and distance and the altitude and all these stuff, but I have the airspeed indicator, so I don't need this for now. So this means in the next video I will go through programming everything and show you in details how I program and how I do my mixes and binding and all these stuff. And also we will check the CG again and assemble the airplane outside and turn it on for the first time. And also I will try the thrust again and check the ADFs and all this stuff, and also make sure that the voltage and current sensor is working, and maybe taxi the airplane around and just drive it for the first time. And this means the airplane is almost done. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe and activate the notification bell to get notified when I upload. It will really mean a lot. Thank you so much. And also huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. Honestly, without you I wouldn't be able to build such projects, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video very soon. Bye bye.